Why is this so loud? What's poppin', people? This is a two-parter. Why is this a two-parter? Because I told you. I said in the last stream I was too tired to go on for an extended period of time. So we're gonna go ahead and make this a little two-parter. So I'm also streaming again today. So, we're gonna work more on this map. And we were working on this section here. Got up to about here-ish. We're gonna do this section here today. Hopefully, we'll be almost done this soon. I hope I'm done this soon. I did a little bit of work here on my own. Can you see my cursor? You can see my cursor. So, yeah, I did some work here personally. I'm gonna finish up this bit, and we're gonna see how far we go. I might as well welcome all the people in here. Corruption, Nothing, Professional Bad Mapper, Oliver, American, well, I might have said American twice. King Titan, welcome. Joe Anonymous, Oliver. I said Oliver already. I'm just naming people. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We will be tracing, I'm literally just tracing a map here. There's nothing exciting going on in this stream. Okay, there we go. Yep. So anyhow. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell. No. Wait. I'm not doing that. Hold on. Don't tell me that Photoshop is lagging. Oh no! Have I had this on for too long? Did I not reset my PC? Oh no. Will I have trouble actually filling things in today because my PC... Why did I not test this earlier? Oh no. Come on. I did not test this earlier. Well, actually, yeah, I can just restart. This is 2025 Photoshop. What the fuck? I only had this issue with my my other version. Well, damn, all right. Yes. I will have to close this and reopen it. Okay, chat. We will be back, chat. I don't know why I did that in a semi-British accent, but we're gonna close Photoshop here. There we go. You're gonna make your next submission in Grand Mapper? Nice. Is this Viewer Wars 5? This is Viewer Wars 6, buddy. 5 has been out for years. Well, okay. That's a bit misleading. I've told people that Part 5 is the last one, and I said there were multiple acts to it. I've since changed that. Viewer Wars is now split. Okay. What was supposed to be Part 5 is now split into multiple, basically Part 6 to 10, pretty much. Oh no. It's split into Parts 5 to 10, actually, because... Or is it? Actually... Did I ever mention that it was split between 10 parts? I might have, I don't know. I'm saying it now. When is Viewer Wars 7? I don't know. I don't know when Viewer Wars 7 is. Whoa, I'm actually awake for one of these? Welcome. You are awake for one of these. Okay. Oh god. What's your response to the Epstein allegations, Kyiv? What Epstein allegations? Did something happen with, Something happened with Trump again, or? I'm on the list, brother. I wouldn't have been born when he was doing those parties. That's That's a crazy accusation. I wouldn't have been born. Bro is just making up allegations. Okay, it seems fine. I hope I don't have any more problems, but who knows. I swear I've heard this track like 5 billion times. Oh my god. I'm using my right hand. My left arm's getting sore. I'm sorry. I think I can afford to use it a little bit. Or... Right arm, I should say. You were the child who Epstein brought? Wait, is there actually a child that he brought there? No way. I'm not familiar with the Epstein accusations. I actually don't know what that is. Not Soylent Blue from the other day is back. What's up, Soylent Blue? It's the same Deltarune music, man. Okay, this is already looking kinda ass, but whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm cooking. These are like... I should be more, Yeah, okay. No, that's horrible. Oh. I actually hate that. I haven't seen of Chapter 3 and 4 of Deltarune. Stop spoiling the music. My brother in Christ, it's been like 3 months. Oh no, I've spilled the third Sanctuary juice. This isn't even third! This is second! How do you guys not know this? This is second, not third! You guys are actual bozos. Okay. Kyiv, I'ma send you a track, alright. My god, it's already almost September. Wake up! Brother, aren't you supposed to be keeping track, American? Isn't that your job? Oh boy. I think I have a section of marshes here. Lake Superior. I don't know why you're saying that. Well, I already retired with that countdown series I did last year. Damn. That was pretty cool when you did that, I'll be honest. I think if there was any research I did with this map, it would have been when I made this, this section of it, and I'm just gonna pretend that, like, I know what I'm doing here. Okay, that just looks ugly. What is up with the eraser? What the fuck is going on? It's so laggy. It's... I don't get it. What's wrong with it? Brother, I don't know what's up with the eraser, man. Like, oh my god. Wait, why did no one say anything? Bro, I've been... Well, okay. No one said anything for like the last 10 minutes. Bro's been staring at a black screen and you haven't said any... Okay. You people. You guys are just staring at a blank screen for 10 minutes. Nobody said anything. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty normal. But anyway, to demonstrate my point, this is so laggy for no... Like, the eraser is so laggy for no reason. I don't know why. Anyhow. I swear I make this longer every time I redraw it. I can't just do anything with this eraser. I have to, like... Dude! I've erased these pixels... Hold on. Oh wait, maybe it's the smoothing. Hold on. Is it the smoothing setting? No! Wait. Is it? Well, what setting is it? Oh shit. Oh no. Wait, this is opacity, yeah, 100 flow. Does smoothing do that? Hold on. Okay, it clearly does. Is it flow? Wait, no. What the fuck did I do to my eraser? What? I know I was experimenting with this earlier, actually, so that makes sense. Hold on. Damn, how fucked is the rest of my map? Oh no. Oh, that's not good. My Photoshop is cooked. Flow is not fucking up my thing. You can only put it at like 1%. There has to be a default set. Wait, no, this is on brush. What the fuck? No, I would have moved it back to pencil. Or am I blind? Okay, I'm probably blind then. Yeah. I was probably blind. Okay. What no, I should be able to catch the fact that my eraser's on brush. I'm better than that. The fuck was I thinking? Anyway, we're back now. Okay. Can't even input a value in flow. What on earth have you done? It was because it was in brush mode, that's why. Wait, hold on. I forgot DeWatt sent me a track here. What did you send me? I am not familiar with this. I am not familiar with the Freedom Planet 2 soundtrack. I just took your suggestion for Avalanche. Who knows? Is this intentional? Was this bit here intentional? I'm going to take it as it being intentional, and I will make something cool out of it. There we go. When will you upload a new work? I'm always looking forward to it. I'm planning on uploading Viewer Wars Part 6 relatively soon. After that, I will probably continue and hopefully finish Chapter 40 of Your World, and from that point on, I have no idea. I'll probably upload a few more chapters of Your World. I might work on either Viewer Wars or something else. Who knows? I'm gonna just make that straight, honestly. Why am I conducting the music alone in my room? Alone? Please help me. This Too Shall Pass by Scott Buckley. You're free to go over to his video and listen to it yourself. When will I upload Virginia spinning round and round? Maybe when, I don't know. Whenever I get around to it, man. Why is 2026 already so close? Okay, already is a bit of a statement. It hasn't been that long. Hasn't been that long, okay? Oh, whatever. Yeah, it works. I have the stream synced perfectly between phone and TV. Congratulations. GTA 6 is coming out next year too. That's the only thing that makes me excited for that year. No, it's not. They're gonna delay it again. True. 2027 is when Bougainville becomes a country. Goated. They're only... How many years are they off from Oceania? I don't remember. I can't wait to have Kirby upload Scandinavia episode 5. I have not watched the Scandinavia series. I think that's something I should that's something we could watch, honestly. That's fair. I might do that actually. That's pretty short. I have not done that. Kirby had me Kirby asked whether or not I watched Your Solar System episode 15, and I was like, I basically told him, brother, I don't watch mapping. I can't sit myself down and watch it. And he was like, you know what? We're gonna sit down together and we're gonna watch it together. And I'm like, alright, sure. It was pretty good. It's very good actually, from a production standpoint. Very well done. It sucks that his channel was mostly he got as popular as he did through one YouTube short that sort of did pretty okay. Or not pretty okay, it did very well. But what I'm saying is, it sucks that his channel got as popular as it did through one YouTube short, and then it proceeded to not grow very substantially. That kind of sucks. Because honestly, that man deserves an audience. I think any good mapper does. Fine with delays because I don't want more unfinished games, and I want developers to see their families. Fair enough. Cheering for you from Korea. Always stay strong. Thank you, TTTube. Hope you're having a good night, or hope you're having a good morning as well. Probably be Sunday morning, right? Yeah. Should watch Alternate Future of the Neighborhood by Greenball. Greenball is a very wacky fellow. I don't know. His joke videos have a certain appeal. But I think I'd rather watch Scandinavia. I want to see the voice acting. Surprised that and I was talking with Kirby actually. Surprised he's still doing pretty well with his 2 series there. Well, he only has 2, right? Which actually is a pretty good number. I do not recommend anyone doing more than 2 series at a time. There we go. Well, Glacian doing 4 and refusing to stop? Who is Okay. Actually, that's a... I'm very unfamiliar with the new mapping scene. I don't really know too well who Glacian... Oh, yes, this guy. This fellow. Your world, a nearing end. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, you weren't joking, were you? Oh, well, that's free. 1, 2... That's free. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, there's Europe. No. He did a... Alternate Future of the World. Huh. Long episodes too, huh? Oh my god. The mapping community will never recover from Your World syndrome. What have I done? Procedure. He's making a 4th one. That's insane. He's making a 5th Good luck to. Okay. Okay. Does this guy have the time for such a thing? How old is this dude? Is he like one of those high school guys? Is he in like high school or something? Because if he's in high school, right? I think he's fine doing 5 series as long as he's uploading consistently, which it looks like he is. He's uploading oh my god, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people can fucking do it. I can't do that anymore. I can't. It's crazy. Crazy shit. I hope it gets him far. I'm unable to start 1 series, let alone 5. Yeah, it's not very easy to like consistently do a mapping series or like upload a mapping series unless you've already made the whole thing. Which honestly, I'm probably just gonna start doing. or doing after I eventually clear my catalog. Wait until Glacian runs out of motivation and drops everything. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The only reason I haven't done that is because I'm exceedingly stubborn. You can never, I will never genuinely cancel a series. You cannot make me. It's absurd the levels I go to. Him and Silver are the only ones who upload consistently nowadays? That's actually interesting to hear. Country Ball mappers in 2025 is insane. I'm glad they're still going strong, even if they're not as big as they used to be. I think even if I can got back into the swing of things, I won't be at the same level of quality I used to be. I don't think it's possible. Or level of viewership, I should say. I don't think it's gonna happen again. It'd be nice if it happened. I doubt it. Mapping is not dead. Mapping, okay. Mapping has been on a... I've always been really interested in this whole debacle because back in 2021 I was really invested in this, right? Could you tell? I made your world. So in my personal opinion, mapping isn't necessarily dead. I think at some point it can die. I think at some point it can easily die. I think within it can easily die within what? 5-6 years? That's a fair number. I think personally, mapping is absolutely nowhere near where it used to be, and it probably unless something changes, it probably never will be again. Just because of the modern meta of how of what people watch now. A lot of the old audience for YouTube has moved to stuff like TikTok and Shorts, and a lot of that stuff is mostly slop. I've heard the term GeoTube be mentioned quite a few times. It looks like slop, in my opinion. It's just and by GeoTube I'm referring to the opinions of what opinions do all of these countries have on this, and it's just like a graphic of that, and you do that again and again and you mass produce it. Yeah, there's no real substance to a lot of that stuff. You don't get anything out of it aside from a scroll, and that's unfortunately a lot of modern media, a lot of popular modern media. So and just because a lot of that audience has moved over, it is probably, unless TikTok gets fucking nuked or something and that audience moves back over here. Well, actually that's not even true. I think we're almost at an irreversible, well, not irreversible, but I think the general meta of content has massively moved over to Shorts. YouTube has a Shorts feature, Instagram does, TikTok does. Everything basically has moved to that meta, pretty much. Which is vastly different to how mapping is made. I just think that it'd be really hard to capture the same audience that was present in 2017 and 18, and that's why all of the mappers now aren't nearly as popular as they used to be. That, and they might not be capitalizing on methods that old mappers used. I'm not sure how many of them have been making mapping movies and that. There's an art to it, you see. You gotta be... There's a certain art to it. Continuing the mapping trend, I wish there was more diversity. If you dig deep enough, there are people who do map a fair amount as well. Most of it is AI, or the information is from AI. Yeah, no. They can stay over there. They can stay in the TikTok corner or whatever. It's kind of sad that, yep, wish there's more diversity. As I was saying, if you look deep enough, there are a fair amount of mappers, doing very, very well, or not doing very, very well, but there's a fair, like, community of oh god, no, don't do that. There's a fair community of mappers that are still making content, not even within, like, the Country Balls genre. I know personally quite a lot. I think they're smaller, so like Hydra, Sabricus, Azalea, they're all making stuff still. They're all like veteran members of the community, basically. But like none of them I don't think are really super popular, or as popular, or they're not as popular as some of the bigger mapping creators when they were in their prime. But I think it's still going, but like if you were to say that mapping is like nothing has happened to mapping, it is going just as strong as it used to, you'd be lying to yourself. I'm sorry. Because that's not true. Mapping has had a very significant decline since 2021 and is entirely something that the community, for some reason the community cannot, or I don't know, it's been weird because there's been people that have been sort of calling this for a very, very long time. Portuguese mapper, who is a very old mapper, he was a kid who did mapping. He basically called this, technically. He called the whole thing happening. Well, he was wrong to say that mapping was dying, but I think his message was that it's slowly dying. Like the big mappers are currently leaving, and he wanted to do something about it. And he got basically clowned on for it, and it's actually kind of sad. Like I low-key kind of agreed with him, but everyone hated him for fucking no reason whatsoever. Bro was being preached on because he was telling the truth. And then wouldn't you know it, the community is far smaller than it used to be. Wow. Sabricus. I say Sabricus. You can say Sabircus if you want. I think Sabricus would probably prefer Sabircus, maybe. I don't know. I don't care about geotubing. Sure, it's slop. Some people do it for money. Some are spreading misinformation. But in my opinion, I don't care about the situation. I don't really care about it either. I think Emp did a very good. I need to specify between Emps here. There's Emp Lemon and Tiger. There's Lemon and then there's Tiger Star. Tiger Star did a very good video on not necessarily geotubing, but I think it's Google Earth mapping or whatever it's called. And even though they're sort of different, I think both of them are very good headpieces on what sort of geography, history, mapping-esque videos are like nowadays. At least with a general public and audience. It's super flashy for like basically zero reason. I don't understand it. It looks mostly horrible, in my opinion. I never got the appeal of using Google Earth for video mapping. And a lot of it is super unnecessary. Like, I'm just looking at the... I can't watch that sort of thing because literally me looking at the type of style, it doesn't work for me because it just feels inaccurate. The whole point of video mapping is that it's supposed to give an accurate depiction of events. Mapping is first person. Video mapping is third person. That's one way of looking at it, and it's not. Google Earth mapping is not very good first person. They are not a very good omniscient teller or an omniscient deity. Turns out their predictions were correct. It's because the mapping community as a whole used to kind of suck. A lot of the people were pretty like mean in my personal book. It's not nearly as bad as it used to be. Like, it's so weird because I think if the old mapping community and the new mapping community were to meet, they both would hate each other's guts. I don't think they'd get along. They'd call each of their mapping shit. It's yeah, no. So the community used to make big deals out of fucking nothing. I remember Welsh. Welsh was a really weird fellow. There were some really weird fellows in the community. Welsh made a whole video on baseball Bulgarian for no reason other than to say that his video was shit and that the country balls did not fit in the box apparently. Which according to Base was a stylistic choice. Which, good for him. I don't know why he cared so much. But like, for me personally, that only ever extended to like Wonder Waffle and Colonial. They would always be like, oh, your stuff could be better. And I don't think I ever got like good feedback from Colonial. I'm sorry. I think my feedback from Colonial, oh okay, no, he provided some feedback, but it wasn't a lot. A lot of that stuff back then was trial and error in terms of what worked and what didn't work. University is stopping them from creating mapping. People just don't have the time. Look at me. Look at me. In my defense, I literally said in the description of chapter 32, and I think I should have made this a video actually. No, I said it in my 5 years video, but I probably should have made a very specific video on this. Basically saying that like you're gonna see a lot less videos from me. I think that's a video I probably should have made. But I said in the description of chapter 32 that, like, there's a chance this is the last video you will ever see from me. Or at least the last one in a while. Which is actually pretty fair. Just because I knew at the time that I wasn't sure where I'd be with mapping. That being said, I think I could have done it. I could have done it. It would have been a lot of work. And I think university for me, like starting off, was very difficult. And I didn't exactly but I was very efficient with my schoolwork, which is great. But I wasn't nearly as efficient with like mapping. Because I think the biggest issue back then was I couldn't separate like I could not fully transition myself from doing one or the other, and that was really difficult at the time. Even though I had practice doing that the previous year when I was starting Your World, but oh well. It was tricky. Now, well, okay, I need to get past chapter 40, but now I could probably, with the resources I have, I could probably do it. at least to a somewhat consistent degree. It is literally just chapter 40, and I know someone asked earlier, oh, how far are you through chapter 40? I'm currently working on the storyboard. Once the storyboard is done, and once I've made all of the resources, at least for the country balls, animation can start, and since animation is being done by multiple people, that part should come faster. But currently I'm focusing on this chapter. It's a pretty journalistic question as well. Yes, that is a... In terms of percentage, I'm not going to give you a percentage because I don't think people will like the percentage. It's not that far in. The script is completely done, I will say that. But in terms of the storyboard, I genuinely feel bad for how much I've done on the storyboard because it's pretty lacking so far. Not that I haven't completed stuff past that preview I showed you guys like a couple streams ago. I have gone past that like by a fair amount, but not that far past. Like I don't even think I'm like halfway through, basically. Even though I probably should be. Hand over the percent. Is chapter 40 peak in hype? I don't know, that's up for you to decide. It's not going to be the most eventful chapter. Have you started on the script of chapter 41 then? Yes, I have. I actually have started the script for chapter 41. I think, considering, like, literally after chapter 40 releases, do expect chapter 41 to come out, like, in a fair, like, pretty soon afterward. Will Greece change its flag after joining Portugal? Keep in mind they're still in NATO. They don't wanna arise any suspicion, okay? Put the percent in the bag. Brother, I'm not a minimum wage, and I am not a wage slave. How dare you say that? Don't call me a wage slave. You listen, I'm the one making the mapping here. You're not in the position to call me a wage slave. Is chapter 41 going to be normal? It'll be normal. All the chapters after that will be normal. There might be animated segments, but it will be normal. Chapter 40 is the only thing of its kind in your world. Which is why it's taking so long. Cue Jackenstein. When will episode 100 come out? There won't be an episode 100 because your world will only go up to 70 chapters. Max. What platform do you use? Please answer me. How much does it cost? I need to improve my videos. This is Photoshop, which you can get with the Adobe Suite for a stupid price. Dang it, not 67 chapters? 67 chapters is possible. It depends on the arc after the one I'm currently making now. Entirely depends on that one and how long it'll take. "67 chapters and I die at peace." If you make if you make it 67 chapters long, I'll drone strike you. Okay. I am a fucking uncle. Someone please explain to me what 67 means. Please. I don't understand it. I am an unk. Not gonna lie, you don't even know yourself? Bro! It's like some racker who said he was 6'7", but he wasn't. Bro. That's honestly stupid. Who fucking cares, bro? That's like the lamest meme shit of all time. Okay, that's pretty shit. I'm erasing that. I've also heard this a billion times. I'm not listening to this. Excuse me. Neither do I, but it's funny. It's not funny. It's just the fucking number 67. It's not funny. Saying 67 doesn't make it funny. There are a lot of things you can say that are just funny. They're just stupid because they're funny. Or they're funny because they're stupid. The culture shift from shut the fuck up to shut your bitch ass up actually is horrible. Brother, what is wrong with saying shut the fuck up? Bro. Shut your bitch ass up is just the LARPy way of saying it. There's no volume behind it. Remember the last stream you laughed at a 67 joke? Well, I changed my mind. I don't find it funny anymore. Womp womp. Chicken Kyiv. I don't like chicken Kyiv. I've tried it. It's kind of it doesn't taste good in my opinion. There's too much garlic. Actually, yeah, there's way too much garlic. Kind of nasty. Jesus, why don't I do that? Okay. I don't know why I was... Okay, that's just shit now. I think I ruined it. Okay, that's even worse. Kevin Britain, there's too little garlic since you... Good! I wanna go to Britain! When you give your Patreon supporters them spoilers instead of milking them dry, I should set up my Patreon again. Not the ear rape on that shout. Bro. Hold on, I'll tone this down. I don't know why it's so loud. It's so loud because this is so loud. What's the name for chapter 40? The name for chapter 40 is the meeting regarding subject Buckeye. That is the name of the chapter. It is one scene, one continuous scene. I don't even know where the fuck I am. No, I'm dead serious. Where the fuck am I? I don't recognize this thing. Where the fuck am I? Oh sh... Wait. It's actually pretty far up. Shit, I made it far up. What the fuck? Oh shit! Okay, that's not horrible actually. I could probably make it to about here-ish, and then I just stop. This part needs to be done, I think. But I think this we can hold off on. This bit here we can hold off on. We don't need to do it, I don't think. Let me refer to the the map of Viewer Wars. Shit, I think we're cooking, guys. My god, use your trackpad, Kyiv. No. Because that requires... That's gonna fuck up my wrist, I can't do that. Chapter 40 is just an uneventful meeting gag. Bro waited 6 months for a fucking... Bro's gonna wait 8 months for a meeting. No. 9 months, most likely. Fuck. You guys are cooked. I'm sorry. Cut out all the mapping parts. Just leave the meeting? Brother, chapter 40 is just the meeting. There is no mapping parts. Alright, yeah. I will move... Let's see here. This looks better on paper. You know what looks better on paper? Kame pen? You. Blood just said that chapter 40 is in 2 months. I've been saying that for the past 6 months. Oh, chapter 40 is just gonna be in March. Oh, chapter 40 is just gonna be in June. It'll be in July. It'll be in August. Oh, it'll be in September. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ah! going insane! I'm gonna go insane! It is self-inflicted pain. Do not feel bad for me. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, should I deal? Okay. Okay. Up to this lake here. Up to this lake. Dog, that was loud. Anyway. Viewer Wars Part 6 before Chapter 4. You... Okay, No, we're not doing this. Let me make what I want to make, bro. I remember somebody was talking about, like... I made this whole LARP thing for, what was it, St. Martin? And like an election thing, and all the comments were like, anything but Chapter 40, bro. Oh, go back and work on Chapter 40. My entire team for the Caribbean series was like, bro, these guys do not deserve Chapter 40. They don't deserve it, bro. You know what? Maybe you guys don't deserve Chapter 40. Maybe I will cancel your world. You will never see it again. It will be gone forever. You will not know what happens to Russia. I'm just joking. That's better than most people, at least. Vatican City before Chapter 40? No. No. We deserve Chapter 40. Will Chapter 40 be released tomorrow? I am working on the Viewer Wars Part 6, and these guys are asking me if Chapter 40 will be released tomorrow. No, it will not be released tomorrow. You guys should start like a Chapter 40 tomorrow thing. It's just like, okay. After Part 6 of Viewer Wars, though. After Part 6. You should do like a whole Deltarune tomorrow thing, but with Chapter 40. That'd be pretty funny. If you really wanna, like, bug me. You're taking too long. Rate every Deltarune Chapter 5 in Your World 40 tomorrow. Hey, Untied! When does Viewer Wars Part 6 come out? 7! 7 what? This is still way too loud. 7 what, though? We're getting Chapter 7 before Your World, bro. Chapter 7 of what? Of Deltarune? No. You guys are not gonna get Chapter 7 of Deltarune before Chapter 40 of Your World. You know what's really interesting? Toby Fox has implemented, you know those color changes in JoJo, right? Those color changes where like stuff like changes the mood. I implemented those in some of my videos, and I swear on my life, seeing that same thing in Deltarune, Was kind of trippy, not gonna lie. We got chapter 39.1. Not even joking, will come out before the end of your world. Cannot confirm or deny that because I don't know if that's true. You implemented Bluey. I still haven't done that fight. I haven't done the cannon mic fight yet. Oh my god, it's why is it dark? What the fuck? It's dark outside, it scared me. I genuinely believe Chapter 7 will come up before the end of your world. I don't know, man. We'll see. Question is, when does Chapter 7 come out? What's your favorite emoji? My favorite emoji is the you're taking too long emoji in my private server. That's my favorite one right now. Why are you drawing the outline when the shit is already it is not finished. This is a... what would it be? This is a 6,000 by like 5,000 map, upscaled to 18,000 by 14,000. I'm not just gonna go ahead and just like use a paint bucket tool because that looks pretty ugly. So I'm doing this instead. The epilogue? What's the epilogue gonna cover? Brother, the Afghan war in chapter 1 is the epilogue. Kind of. You can think of it as an epilogue. Change my mind. Chapter 7 in 2029. Well, yeah, your world would probably finish by then. But I think regardless, you guys are at least getting some your world at some point. If things become really dire, I'm probably gonna make chapters 41 to 43 anyhow. Before chapter 40 finishes. Which year does each chapter take place? Up to you, bro. Years in your world are very subjective. I hate keeping track of shit. Or, it was created at a time where I hated keeping track of shit in years, so I just never, I never committed. I love the series too much to let it go. Well. It'll take me a while to finish it, so you have that. Corruption, we are not doing this again. We are not doing this again. No, we're not. We're not doing this again. We are not doing this again, bro. Leave me alone. What chapter will Saudi go insane in? I'm not gonna cover that. I'm keeping that disclosed. This is just hometown music, yes. Your world takes place in 1 BC, of course. Will Asgore float in the air 6 feet under while the Roblox boom blocks or bloom box sings from the— I don't know why I said boom blocks. Boombox sings from the start by Laffy while the Comoros flag flies proudly in the air in chapter 4. You've lost the plot, I'm sorry. And that's a no, by the way, yes. That's a no. Asgore will run Portugal over with the Bergen truck. Of course, of course. Oh yeah, I need to watch Scandinavia. Playing Qcraft on MC right now. Cool. Banger. I'm gonna use the evidence to find out the most reasonable year for it to take place in. I think finding out the year and coming up with like a solid year in your world will be significantly easier after this episode, because there's a lot of mentions of like specific time periods that are sort of broad, but they're specific enough to like you can get like a sequence of events from it. You can make a sequence of events from it. Drew needs to cover every other chapter before he does that. Yeah, he needs to actually... He has not done chapter 2. I have a gut feeling that, like... I don't know why he never did it. It's interesting. I think I would have probably made more chapters. I think I would have been more motivated to work on it if Drew was making content for the series. Would I have? That's actually very hard to say. I think I would have gotten my shit together. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna rest my hand for a little bit. Drew, give me Okay. Hey, listen. You wouldn't say no to that either, okay? I do remember when Portugal was listing off old empires, so it definitely seems like the 2000s. Small chance of late 1900s. No, it's not. I will say, Chapter 1 takes place in 2021. That's like the only solid... Okay, you know what? I'll do you one better, actually. You want like some consistent time periods for your world? I'll give you some of the stuff for chapter 1. The Afghan war happens when it's supposed to in our timeline, and the Russia-Ukraine war happens at the same time as it's supposed to in our timeline. There you go. So, your world debatably, or chapter 1 debatably takes place over like 7-8 months. There you go. There's your year counter. I hope you're happy. What years does the Great War of the Pacific happen, since it's the biggest war of the series? I actually have thought of a number for that. I am not saying it though. I'm not saying it. That is the one like general time period that I actually do have a date for. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not entirely sure if it's super accurate. Oh, it's whatever, I don't care. Wait, what? Is it? Or I might be getting mixed up with someone else. I don't know. I might be getting mixed up with something else. I might have a year. It's between two of them, actually. Will we get a war bigger than the Great Pacific War in your world? Maybe. I think it's very likely. That wasn't that big of a war, actually. That was just between. That was mostly between the PTO and China. That's like a relatively big war, but it's not like massive. I can do bigger. When is World War III happening? Your world is not in the ballpark for World War III yet. Not happening anytime soon. You know what else is massive? Say it. Say it. Does time pass consistently between chapters? Mostly yes. Wait, no, I gave the date. Wait, hold on. No. We're not playing this game here. You are not tricking me into giving the exact timeline for your world. I know what kind of game you're playing. Cause I specifically said, oh, chapter 1 is like around 6 to 8 months. You are not generalizing that to the entire series. That cannot be generalized. But yes, it does usually pass consistently between chapters. As in, I think of the chapters as like specific time units. That's how I think of the timeline in your world, I think. That's how I think of it. Why is the year being hidden? Because I did not want a year counter in your world. That's the reason why. I might stay up all night thinking about this. I might have said too much. Oh no. I might have said too much. No. I will say though, I think the amount of time that passes between different chapters in Power Vacuum is less than the amount of time that passes between the rest of the arcs, just because I think that's naturally a slower arc. So I think less time passes in that. But otherwise it's mostly consistent. You can I've given you so much material to work with. You guys can craft like a timeline, like a year-based timeline. This is for the lessons Matt Pat gave me. Portugal versus NATO will be like the Avengers versus Thanos. We'll see. If you were to visit a country in Europe, where would you go? Unironically, me and my friends have talked about visiting Portugal. It's surprisingly cheap, and it's very nice there. So, that's a plus. Any other country? Denmark. Denmark would be one. I kind of want to see Copenhagen. Why is this so fucking loud? Oh my god, that's actually really loud for the stream. There we go. No wonder you guys could probably barely hear me. Jesus. Just spell it out for us at this point. I don't have it. Listen. Other than what I've said about other than what I've said about chapter 25 and that war, I don't have anything else for the year, like the timeline for your world. The inner universe timeline. I don't have anything else. I haven't thought about it. I don't care about it. Portugal is a chill country. I guess he is. Kind of. Have I ever watched The Man in the High Castle? I have not. I have not watched The Man in the High Castle. Kyiv, don't come here, it sucks. Portuguese propaganda spread to this guy. Would I go to New Jersey? Why would I go to New Jersey? Kyiv, would you come to London? Not at night. Britain's probably the best country for me to live in. That's just because I'm from Canada and I can blend in the best. Like, I could probably, like, immigrate to Britain and I'd be fine. For the most part. Yes, bro, come to London. Petition to ban Muday off of the NKR. I'm not banning Muday. You can't make me. I love Muday with all of my heart. You can't take her away from me. Corruption. But what inspired Nazi Madagascar? Holy, you guys are so young. People are asking what inspired Nazi Madagascar. Romanian mapping came up with Nazi Madagascar. He's the one who came up with it. I merely adopted it. In his episode 2 of his alternate future of the world, he came up with it. Come to the suburbs of Chicago. How about no? How about no, bro? I think I'm good. I'm gonna make a video about you marrying Muday. Oh boy. You should do it. I love Muday. I used Muday for like 2 months for a very specific reason. And then I abandoned it. Only true NKR historians know why I did it. Turn up the volume? Okay, fine. I'll turn up the volume for Ruder Buster. I'll shut up. Alright, done. There's your Rooter Buster. There we go. Make St. Vincent X St. Lucia canon. In what series? In what series? What series are we talking about here? Which one? Depending on which series you're talking about, the answer may change. If Portugal and Spain married, Portugal would definitely be the top. Can we... I'm not sure how I feel about that. All of them? No. If it's all of them, no. Your world? They're not important enough in your world to be the main focus, I'm sorry. Bring back Caribbean, Oceania, and Canada. I have actually... One thing I've wanted to do for like years now is fire through all 3 of them. I am actually working on Caribbean right now. I've been working on Caribbean for like the last 4 months, and it has gone very heavy progress. I think after the script is finished, the most I'd have to do is like a few maps for that, which might take a while as well. No, but then after that you should be able to see Caribbean, I think. Oceania is probably the heaviest out of all of them, but I think I could do that. I think some of the scripts for some of the episodes are sort of... Some of the scripts for Oceania are already kind of done. I just need to go back and edit them, just like I'm doing with Viewer Wars right now. And Canada is... I also got some work on that done. I think my main goal for the next 8 months is to get through as far into those series as I can, and potentially finish them. Like, once I finish them, the only 2 series I have to worry about, other than sometimes dropping in for the Caribbean collab, is Viewer Wars and Your World. That's it. That's all I have to do. Great night talking to you, Kyiv. Bye. See ya, Blaine. Get some rest, man. Make them important? No. King Titan suggesting I make St. Vincent and St. Lucia in the Caribbean. I think my answer to that is possibly maybe. Talk to Sabby and Azalea about it. They might be on board with the idea. I saw a yaoi art with Kyiv mapping in Azerbaijan. What? Where are you guys looking at this? What? What are you people doing? Yaoi art is crazy. That's like, I don't know why you guys keep mentioning that. I think that's like the 3rd mention of, should we have a rule against that? I'm actually, that's actually something I should, well, okay. If it's just weird country ball art, it's probably harmless. But anything more than that, yeah, no. Probably shouldn't be talking about that here. There are literal children probably in this stream. You have to basically go about assuming that there's children here. You just love looking at random stuff. I don't know if I'd consider yaoi art of me in fucking Azerbaijan random stuff. You interesting people. You're quite interesting, aren't you? Let's be real, half the stream is like 12? Yeah. I don't think I need to be exposing my 12-year-old audience. I don't think we should be... I don't think... Regardless. Should be friendly for anyone, really. Shouldn't be talking about explicit material, like, vividly. I'm not... That does not... I'm just saying. Like, the country ball stuff? That's just stupid shit. So, like, I'm not worried about that at all. I don't care about that. I'm just saying in general. Kyiv, if you were to visit 5 Asian countries, where would you go? South Korea, Japan. Ooh. I want to say... Not Mongolia. Singapore would be nice. Maybe Thailand? Thailand and Vietnam, actually. Those would be pretty good. Those three. I'm not... those aren't including Australia, but that's more Oceania. Those are my 5 picks. I'm too young to understand what that means. Don't explain, please. I won't. Do you guys think that Sans from Undertale is Sans from Deltarune? I think he is. This is like the most... This is the most, like, damning proof. This entire track is screaming, hey! Did you know that Sans is actually from Deltarune? Did you know he's from Deltarune? The pink cobalt. I'm just popping in to remind my friends I still exist. Welcome to the stream, I guess. Sans' Ness. True. So I like the idea that you came up with for Armenia. Huh. Oh wait, what? Oh, the creator of this art was making Armenia and Azerbaijan Yuri art before with enemies to lovers shit. That... I'm not sure how a lot of people would feel about that, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not sure how a lot of people would feel about that. Sans is Ninten from Earthbound Beginnings? You mean Mother 1? You mean Mother 1? When will they release Mother Free? Mario was created by Nintendo, by the way. Wow, I had absolutely no idea. Thank you for telling me. Kyiv, is it football or soccer? I say soccer. I unfortunately live in Canada, so I call it soccer. I'm not a football guy. Imagine explaining Armenia, Azerbaijan, yaoi art to a medieval peasant. You'd probably get, like, stabbed for something like that, not even joking. In, like, the wrong areas, easily. It'd be heresy, and you'd be, like, it would be like, you would unironically, like, you die. You die. Don't ever show them that. Lost girl. I wanted to show who's making this arts with him. It's an 11-year-old girl. I'm not even gonna comment on that. Makes sense, but I won't comment. Another question before I go. What gave you the idea for Portugal and Armenia? I think Portugal and Armenia. I'm actually curious. I think part of those ideas actually predate your world, in my opinion. I think. Well, okay, the ideas for Portugal and Armenia came from the people who suggested them. But I think part of those ideas also came from... Well, I probably shouldn't even get into it here. Zimbabwe Padanga. What's with Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe is just Zimbabwe, bro. I don't know why you're questioning that. Come on, bro. You should know by now that Zimbabwe is just Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe is superior to they're just that guy, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Zimbabwe Padanga was your profile picture at some point. It still is funny to you. I need to get in contact with the guy who suggested that joke. It started out as just like traditional Zimbabwe. Am I done? Am I past the finish line? I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. The lake is all the way over there. Will Portugal versus Zimbabwe happen? You can't do that fight, bro. You can't do that fight. I don't know why you'd even suggest that. Brother, I'm trying to make a story here. Don't suggest things that are going to ruin the story, okay? Don't suggest stuff that's going to ruin it. There's something called a plot, okay? Do I listen to Vocaloid? No, I don't. Honestly, I'm enough of a weeb as I am. No reason I shouldn't. Opinion of Void Viper's animated wars? They're just lines with no detail. I highly respect Void Viper's general grind because that man was doing weekly, and I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it for so long. He has a superior build to me, I'm sorry. Portugal versus Zimbabwe would be peak. The strangely powerful villain versus the oddly overpowered comic relief. Strangely powerful? Brother, Portugal's had like 30 chapters. They've had 30 chapters to build themselves up. And they've lost several times. One of the goals with Portugal is that he constantly like tries things and he fails a lot. He fails a lot of the time. He's not up there just yet. He's still trying though. Portugal's peak comedy? True. Okay, I'm actually curious. We're getting a lot of discussion on Viewer World. Has anyone here actually seen Viewer Wars? I know it's an older series. It's on a bunch of people from like 2018. But like Viewer Wars back in the day was a very was a series I worked on quite a lot and is still very special to me. It holds a special place in my heart. The only thing I remember from Viewer Wars is Kyiv from the future, the anime guy, and the Kiwi Krieg. Kidding, I remember a lot more. That's fair. It's a very old series. It was originally supposed to be a, it was originally supposed to be like a 40-minute mini-series that was 4 parts long. And it was just supposed to be a very isolated thing that I'd make in like 3 or 4 months. It did not turn into that. It turned into a lot more than what it was supposed to be. And I'm sure if you watch it, you could probably see why. But by like after this episode, you should understand why fully. Please give the CB pack you are using over my dead body. Make your own shit, man. You don't get good by using my CBs, okay? You gotta make your own stuff, dude. That's how I discovered you? Uh-huh. Interesting. I can't remember what War Portugal won in, but that's probably because I haven't watched in a while. He's won a fair amount of stuff, honestly. I think the most recent example was him winning against theocratic India. Now, to be fair, he was just occupying Goa, and that's all he was doing. But, like, you have to remember that, like, I think both Indias are fairly buffed at this point. They are fairly buff. They are not pushovers. This is a future, these are future Indian states that are fairly, like, they're up there, man. Portugal was able to rally up so many people against PRC, yet lost in He lost in, okay, but he lost in Canada before he rallied up that, like, group of people. That's not a fair comparison. Didn't Portugal... Bro sold a bunch of African nations without losing a single territory? I mean... He was fighting he was fighting fodder, okay? That was... I don't know what to tell you. Why is that correct so much? Series starts in like 2021, right? What year is it in universe? I know it's very vague, so the series doesn't feel dated later, but I'm curious. Right now, we've had a whole discussion about the year in your world. What was the Purple Blast in Chapter 39 from Portugal? Bombardment. Before they invaded. I wanted a cool anime effect in there. Well, actually, no. I thought of them, like, bombarding Goa a little bit, and that turned into a whole anime effect. Which I thought was pretty cool. It was the last thing I added in that episode, actually, I remember. I remember how much of a pain it was to, like, actually finish Chapter 39. I was literally doing it, like, the night before I ended up going out with a friend. And it was taking way too long, because I wouldn't have had time. It was the day before Winter Mapping Marathon, and I told myself, I have to get this out. So admittedly, I could have been doing better things, but like, yeah, no. I unironically hate how some things just get eaten up by me mapping. I don't want to do that anymore, which is why I don't do it. It's part of why I don't map that much anymore. It consumes a whole lot of time that I'd rather spend doing potentially other things. It eats up other things as well. I don't want to have that happen, so. It was fine back when I was, like, a kid, but, like, I can't do that now. Guys are heading to sleep, it's 4 a.m. I wonder if I should do these streams, like, earlier in the day, like around 6 p.m. Because it seems like a lot of you guys are from Europe and that. Like, I know I did it fairly early this time around, but I could probably do a bit earlier. Like, I could probably do 7 p.m., that sort of thing. Do that, please do. Alright, I'll do that for Friday's stream. Can I do that for Friday's stream? I can do that for Friday's stream, yeah. I'll make that a goal. By Friday's stream, I should be very far into part 6. I'll probably be working on war slides then. I can't do that. Oh yeah. I'd be working on war slides 100%. How do you do the panning effect? It's mostly it's transform effects mostly. Transform keyframes in Premiere Pro. Make sure you add some acceleration in there, just so they're very smooth. That's how I do it. I love how I tried to basically throw viewer wars out there and talk about it. But then the conversation just went back to Your World. I mean, to be fair, all you guys have watched Your World, I'm pretty sure, so I don't blame you. It is the series on this channel. Except I cannot finish chapter 40 for the life of me. Can you make a mapping tutorial? I probably will. Originally, oh fuck. After chapter 40 is done, I will work on the mapping tutorial. Currently my plate is kind of full, and I just thought about right now I have to make some stuff for like a group mapping tutorial project. And that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Stop playing Undertale music. No. Corruption, if you guys want more unique music, show me some more unique music. I don't know why I can't fucking speak. I can't say music. What's wrong with me? I can't say the word music. It's insane. Crazy rubber room of rats, I tell you. One-shot music is pretty ambient. Yeah, but is it... Oh, well, yeah. I haven't seen chapter 1 and 2 of Deltarune. I've not seen chapter 3 and 4 of Deltarune. Unpopular opinion, classical music is best. Honestly, there are a fair amount of people that like classical music. Now, if you said that in your public high school, that's probably not the best thing to say there, because a lot of people prefer rap in that, which I don't blame them for. I think rap is a very interesting genre. I like to think of it more as poetry. I think the beat, like a lot of the beats themselves are pretty static, but like I think they're very good in their own sort of way. I think classical music is more, I'd like to think of it as more proper. Like, there's actual, like, there's a lot more actual musical work. There's a lot more notes, symphonies, melodies, chords, that sort of, well, chords, maybe? Well, yeah, there's probably more chords in there. Rap is like anti-poetry? What? I don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of emphasis placed on the lyrics. There's a lot of emphasis on the there's a lot of emphasis on the lyrics, man. Listen to some better rap. Or is that directed towards Lucky? That's just my personal opinion on rap. As someone who hasn't, as someone who has admittedly not listened to super much. Hey, listen, there are a lot of people that have not listened to rap and just think, oh, it's garbage. That's not true. That's not true. Come on. Oh, that was directed towards Lucky, yeah. That's fair. Tupac. I listen to sophisticated rappers like Eminem, Tupac. I forget the rest of that meme. You have no swag! Okay, but in my honest opinion, I don't think Woody really made any points in that video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Woody. There's a lot of people that haven't listened to classical and think that's not true. I think it depends on your taste. I'm not like a very avid listener of classical either. Why haven't you put any Deltarune music in your world? Okay. Here's another personal opinion of mine, a mapping opinion. I think putting recognizable music in your series, in my personal opinion, right? I don't like doing that. Because whenever you put like really recognizable music in your series, it takes away from your scene. People are, when they listen to your mapping video and they hear that, they're not gonna think, depending on the music, they're not gonna think, oh hey, this is a really interesting scene, this is an engaging scene. Or initially they're not gonna be like, oh wow, I'm really engaged in this scene. They're gonna think, oh, this is Star Wars, or Deltarune, or Undertale, or whatever. It's distracting. In bad situations, it sort of can mean that your scene is known as the scene where, I don't know, Asgore's boss theme plays or something like that. You don't want to be like that. Deltarune 13 AM would go hard in the mapping video. Honestly, maybe. I think there's a track from Minecraft also. So if they need to listen to better rap, would you say so far that they've only listened to C rap? Get out. Get out of here. It doesn't even work when you say it out loud. Get out of here. Please give motivation to do a fucking new video. What? Elaborate. What do you mean by give motivation to do a fucking new video? For me or for you? Oh, this is for Sanctuary. I have just a track I want to play, actually. Why do I keep going back? Whoops. Actually, you know what? You know what? I'm actually going to save it for, I'll save it for when I'm done this map. Or this part of the map. I'm actually probably more than halfway done, not gonna lie. Thank God. I just have like a little bit down with Colonial section. And then I need to finish up the bit with Greenball. That's actually not that bad. I could probably finish this tomorrow. Can we do a Sunday stream? Ooh. Sunday stream? I don't know why I'm back, so I'm gonna leave again. Go to bed! Go to bed, please! Whoa. Oh, okay. This is not actually the, this is not actually the end here. I've been on here for 2 hours. It is 10:53. Can I finish this section already, bro? Please. My hand. Ooh. I felt that. Right when I said that, fucking Christ. Nothing from my hand is actually bad, it's just muscles. Acting funny, I don't like it. Is this stream ending? No, it's not. The stream might go along for a while, actually. Play the Kanye West. I'm not playing that song, I'm sorry. That's literally like the least funny song ever. It's not ending for a while. If you need a break, you should take it. No. I know I can finish this. Look at this. I know I can finish this, okay? Look at. I just have to reach like here. Let me give myself like a here-ish. Ooh, that's actually quite a bit. To here, I can do... Guys, I can do this! Oh, come on, I can do that! I'll take a break for now, though, before we get to this final section. There's also Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott... I'm gonna eat chocolate at 4 AM. My fucking smoke alarm making sounds again. I don't know why I'm reading these kind of comments out loud. Go deal with your smoke alarm, man. Dark True! Truth Duke! Dark chocolate is superior. You're right. I guess it's time for me to leave. See you on the next stream. See ya. Take care. Dark chocolate clears. I'm very glad to have you people as an audience. Milk chocolate isn't as hood. Bro. What song is playing right now? My Childhood. That's the song that's playing. You guys get to listen to Third Sanctuary again. All my friends saying dark chocolate is bad. Oh no! Dark chocolate tastes a tiny little bit bitter. Oh no! I'm not used to eating my milky, sugary, sweet chocolate. Oh no! God forbid I eat something with a little bit of flavor. This is Third Sanctuary. I can tell the difference between the two. Play Undertale the musical. One of these days I'll do a... I should do a Deltarune stream! I should do one day. When Chapter 5 is coming. I'll do a Deltarune stream. I can do one for Christmas, or like around December. Haha, December, yeah. I did 2 Deltarune streams? No. That was just me crying about how the Roaring Knight gave me carpal tunnel on my right wrist, which, update on that, that's doing very well actually. My wrist is doing very well. I haven't been exerting it, but like there'll be cases where I do use it for stuff and it's feeling pretty good, so my left wrist is also feeling pretty good, so I'm very satisfied. That'd be fun as fuck. Deltarune stream before Chapter 4. That will not happen. Chapter 40 will be out before then. No more carpal tunnel. For now. It can very easily flare up again. I have to be very careful of that. This shouldn't take that long. Come on, right? This shouldn't take that long. Are we kidding? It should take like 10 minutes, I think. Not even. After this, I'll be done. After I'm done this section, I'll be done. And we can watch Scandinavia. I'll do that. These streams are getting more and more eventful the more I do them. I'm proud. Maybe I should start streaming on Twitch too, if I'm gonna do it this often. What the actual fuck? It's true! Like, literally when I came up with this, I was like, what is this fucking map, bro? I'm probably gonna save this as something else. Like, it'll be much smaller, I'd say. 1854? This is a slide from part 5. Part 5 was around 1800 slides long. Which is a lot, actually. Can I make a suggestion for your world? Spit. Go ahead. If it's good enough, I'll probably screenshot it or something. If If it sucks, I won't give a shit about it. Hear me out. Oh, he's saying hear me. Okay. Brittany gains independence? Like, yeah, I actually have carpal tunnel in my head. Yeah, no, Brittany. Also, Galicia, but Portugal annexes it. Brittany gains independence. That can be incorporated into something that might happen. There's this guy. Nail gave me a fire idea for France that I'm going to be using. That man does not fucking miss when it comes to ideas. It's crazy. I'm considering adding him to like the main team for Your World. He is very if he's still like chilling. He's a guy who had one of the top ideas for chapter 39. He's very good, and I think he'd be great. Kyiv, do you like the Khmer Rouge? I have zero opinion on... Oh, wait. Oh, you're fucking talking about that. I was about to... Oh, for fuck's sakes, I was about to say I have zero opinions on... Bruh! Yeah, no. What? Part of why I like Your World is it managed to avoid the pitfall of being crazy Eurocentric. Yeah, no. Well, Europe is actually, in my opinion, under-focused in Your World. It is very under-focused, in my personal opinion. Like, if you think of all the countries that have significant development in Your World, Scandinavia, Russia, Portugal. Just those guys. NATO doesn't have the most development. A lot of the development has gone to India, Brazil, I think by extension the PDLA, the US. Who else? I think Japan and the PTO have had a bit of focus as well. Europe has not had that much screen time. Angola? Africa is focused so much on in Your World. Pretty crazy. I should probably make this more, yeah, I should. I'm here. Oh fuck, this is gonna kill my wrist, isn't it? Whoopsie daisy. Kyiv idea. Portuguese alliance. Can we not throw out fucking Your World ideas, bro? Fund a separatist movement in Turkish Kurdistan, therefore a rebellion. Well, okay, I get that general point of your idea. Probably, I don't know. It's an alright idea. Wait, funds a separatist movement in Turkish Kurdistan. I feel like there's an idea I've been considering that's similar to that. Wait. Oh no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, no, never mind. Kurdistan already technically exists, by the way. Keep that in mind. I'm playing a game and I basically copied the idea of the PDLA. Well, really, I'm sure there's some real life alliance that's like the PDLA. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Ba. Whistle? When's the whistle? There's the whistle. Creepy, creepy. Something I just said did not seem to appear in you, Kyiv side of the comments. I don't know, what did you say? I might have missed it. A merging of the tiny Caribbean islands to form the Caribbean Union. How original. Oh, but actually, the Caribbean splits up into more island countries. Daring today, aren't we? I love how no one just wants to deal with Oceania and the Caribbean, so half the time they just unite into bigger states. It's so funny. Okay, at this point my wrist just wants to be done. How much more do I have? Okay, fuck you. I might actually not be built for this. It actually has taken longer than 10 minutes. I might be cooked. It might be closer to 20. I might be cooked, chat. No! Not for long. Watch me come up with random bullshit right now. Only now at like 11 o'clock at night is my wrist actually starting to get sore. Which is a very good sign. It is probably a sign that I will not be doing this tomorrow. Australasian Federation. No, Kyiv. I'll make it. I'll make it. Australia should add military kangaroos. Chechnya is always drunk. Someone had this idea in the NKR. It was the best idea of all time. It was actually the greatest idea of all time. Like, unironically. It was the most creative idea I've ever heard. It was very simple, right? Basically, I write an entire episode of Your World under the influence of alcohol. Like, drunk, if you get me. I don't know how on earth I do that. but it'd be really funny. You could probably tell. Matthew Caesar, every episode was run under the influence. Oh my god, no, don't. Don't do that. No. No, that's evil, Lloyd. That's evil. Don't ever do that. Nobody, okay. I do not advocate for any, like, for any of you doing any substances. I don't do any of that. I've only personally, like, dabbled in, like, alcohol. I've only really had, like, alcohol as, like, a, I don't even know if alcohol is really a substance, but, like, I've only, like, really just had alcohol. I do not advocate for underage drinking and substance abuse. Please do not do that. What substances? Oh, but substances are awesome. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't do them. What are you, stupid? Be like, yeah, the weed episode was my favorite. Lamau. But dad, my cousin took magic. My cousin took, oh, that's not from Ashton. I thought it was for a second. Your cousin took magic. My cousin took magic mushrooms too. Okay, I'm not doing any of that stuff either. I will not disclose which cousin took magic mushrooms, because I am a good cousin myself and I keep secrets. Can I get this done before the tooth? No, I can't. My arm is cooked. Were you about to be the first person to say my name right? No. No, I won't be. You're gonna suffer now. Now that you've mentioned that, I'm probably gonna butcher it. I just clipped that. Clip me! Clip me all you want! I don't care what I say. I believe in what I say. Bro, I don't think substance abuse is bad, is like the worst thing to say on a stream, not gonna lie. That's a pretty safe thing to die. That's a pretty safe hill to die on, not gonna lie. Oh, you didn't? Oh, you're boring. Oh. You got my hopes up for a second there. I should avoid substances and eat battery acid instead. Guys, I found Queen. I found Queen. What is your address for research purposes? You know, I don't want people finding that out. I wonder if, okay, right. I'm sure that, like, every once in a while, like, even though, like, my windows are locked and that, like, you could still hear stuff that comes out from, like, my windows, maybe, if you, like, really paid attention to the audio files. If you got someone like Rainbolt, right, to analyze the fucking sound of the birds that are happening, you could probably fucking dox me, bro. Honestly, I've been watching some of his videos lately. That man is a psychopath. He's so fucking funny though. Dude, literally, this one guy was trying to gatekeep a pizza place in New York, and he was like, nah, bro. No gatekeeping here. No gatekeeping allowed. How goes things at this time? What's up, Voyager? How you doing? I'm probably gonna watch Kirby's series after this. Because I have not. And there's something to do for this stream. Oh! Guys, it's the end. It's the end. The end's in sight. It's the end in sight. No, it's not! Fuck! Probably after this. Guys, probably after this, don't worry. Discussion about substances, chocolate, and yaoi arts. You know what I want to do one day? I want to learn how to bake brownies. Boy, we're just like, what? What happened here? Country Ball Yuri or Country Ball Yaoi? Doesn't matter. What do you mean Yuri or Yaoi? Aren't country balls like genderly ambiguous unless you say, oh, that guy's a male or that guy's a female? Please don't fail me now, Elbow. Please. Please. Is it in sight? Is it in sight? Wait, why would I use that hand to scroll? No. Please, please tell me. Yes, I'm almost done. I'm almost done the stream today. I'm almost done. Australis, I'm almost done! Well, for now. Is it weird I have the address to everyone? Bro's been playing too much GeoGuessr. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I'm kind of scared of you now. Gay son or country ball yaoi daughter? Country ball yaoi daughter all the way. If my daughter was making country ball yaoi, I'd be proud of her. That's being... Wait, was it, what was the timing on that? Hold on. Did you guys like just say that? Was that like the whole fucking... Yeah, because that is pretty clip worthy. I knew it was clip worthy as I was saying it. And music ends, and we're done. We did it, boys! I know how we're celebrating. Now that you're done, Good night, Kyiv. It's for no, we're not done just yet. I have a special thing that I would like to play. I need to listen to this on stream because it is the best. It is the best music in all of Deltarune. Best thing Toby has made so far. No, wait. What do you mean? What do you mean it started halfway through? Okay, whatever. I need to listen to this banger again to make me feel happy. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you? That's an awkward line. I don't know if that works. Driving, do you know I'm filled up on gas? I'ma get your fountain making ass. Polarized as fuck with my Bergen truck. Oh no! The person who gave me fucking carpal tunnel was slaughtered. Oh no! Anyway. I haven't figured out the specs on how we're gonna go about. I haven't figured out the specs on Discord and how we're gonna go about watching AFOS. This requires use of my hand, which I do not want to use. Why is this up? Oh yeah. I'll just put that on for now. Which Deltarune characters would actually watch mapping video? Ralsei would watch mapping videos 100%. Susie would walk in the room, ask what kind of shit Ralsei is watching. Ralsei would be like, oh, this is mapping. Susie would be like, wow, that looks stupid. Weren't you a new... He is the knight! He is the knight! Rudy is the knight! I don't know why it's so hard for people to believe that. What is the evidence for Des being the knight? Other than narrative vibes. What is the actual evidence of Des being the knight other than vibes? And like people wanting to ship December and Azrael, which they can do without Des being the knight. There is no amount of counter evidence you can throw for the amount of zest that is in December's room. Make the bat argument a lot. What bat? Oh, the bat argument. That's such... Bro. Des real night art is gonna age so badly if Des is true. The bat argument is low-key kinda dumb. I think it's meant to be a sword. It's very easily meant to be a sword. Literally every piece of like... Every piece of media in-game basically describes that bat as a knife. The whole left-handed thing is dumb too, because half of the characters in Deltarune are left-handed by that logic, and the knight is also ambidextrous by that logic. If that's the best evidence, I will admit the evidence regarding like Mother Free, I think that evidence is actually pretty good considering that Deltarune was conceptualized in a dream. And it is heavily inspired by Earthbound. That is actual genuine evidence. And honestly, like, I can't say anything against that. These streams aren't private. You can watch them. The one that has wings? Sword that looks like a bat. What sword that has wings? Oh, you mean like the attacks he does? No. The only real evidence against Rudy Knight is that he's quite sick and dragging someone like on. That is a very, very good point. That's what makes him skeptical. Yeah. I think the only two pieces that, like, the only two pieces of evidence against Rudy being the Knight is what you just mentioned and his dialogue at the end of chapter 1. I think the whole Undyne thing can be explained in two ways. One is that, like, Rudy knocked out Undyne before they got back into the light world. And so you don't have to worry about Undyne, you don't have to worry about, like, him having to carry, like an awake Undyne. All he has to do is carry an unconscious Undyne across town, which would still be very hard for him given his condition, but he could do it. And then the second thing is that Carol, in this scenario, Carol would obviously be his accomplice, or Rudy would be an accomplice of Carol. So it's very well possible that Carol could just be waiting outside the home. And like, Rudy could just pass Undyne the fucking Carol and be like, hey, here you go. Throw her in the bunker or something. Or, like, Carol can help out Rudy. Now, to be fair, actually, Susie did only see one person. It's possible Rudy could have ran off to the side or whatever. And, like, Carol could have just carried Undyne to the bunker. I don't know. But, like, it's possible multiple people are involved. And then the other piece of evidence is, in chapter 1, Rudy talks, for whatever reason, as if Chris hasn't really talked to Rudy in a very long time. I think that can be solved by, either the Knight is or Rudy is just very intelligent, and he can tell when, like, Chris is acting weird. And is just holding up, like, is literally holding back a lot to say, because I do genuinely think that during chapter 1, a lot of the characters were very unfamiliar with the soul just appearing. And then also it could just be that, like, Carol, Chris mainly talks to Carol about their whole operation and not Rudy. Like, Rudy and Chris could just be working for Carol and they don't really interact with each other a lot. And so, yeah, no, maybe, Chris interacting with Rudy was just not according to plan, and he just sort of was like, oh, I don't know what you're doing here, man. I don't know what you're doing. He just spams the PK attacks. That's brutal. I'm sorry to hear about that. Spamming in fucking Smash. Welcome, Tambiko. Do you live in the city? If so, which? I'm not telling you where I live, bro. Suspicious Carol knows something about... Brother, Carol is 100% part of that whole operation. It is indisputable that she's part of that whole operation. She is either the Knight or she is working with the Knight. Indisputable. Like, it is made very clear as day that she is either working with the Knight or she is the Knight. What's strange about Undyne is that when Chris was on that phone call with either Carol or Dark Knight, there's talks about a police sacrifice. Police sacrifice next week. Kyiv, just give us your address now. Please, enough with the personal questions. Yeah, you guys are... I know you guys are just joking, but, like, bro. You guys don't need to be you guys don't need to be interrogating me like this. Okay. My wrist is already fucked, so... I'm gonna use my last little bit here to, give me the, Scandinavia playlist. Invitation? Oh, it's a NATO thing, isn't it? No, don't. What? Oh. Wait. Oh, is this cropped? Oh, it must be cropped. Shit. Can I like crop this? Hold on. Oh no, I don't think I have. Oh. Can I filters? Can I delete this? Yes. That would be great, thank you. Oh, okay. Close. There we go. Alright. All nicely set up here. I can't wait to do this again. Okay. Kirbyron 5919 animations and mapping. Kyiv's name is Walter Hartwell White. He lives at 308 Nigra. Okay, so you guys know that that one video of Sir Pello, right? Where he's like putting his like face down. Like after You guys know that like one clip of like Sir Pello, like the 10-second clip. You guys know what I'm talking about. That 10-second clip where he's putting his fucking head down. That is me right now. I'm actually sorry about that shit, bro. Shit. Please don't clip me. No! No! Dude! Wait, please! Okay. No, my bad, seriously. Oh no, I've been canceled for worse, trust me. Is it like Negra? Probably it was Negra. Of fucking course the Portugal music is playing. Totally not up. I slip up too? But Brother, I don't slip up at all. That was like a mispronunciation. Are you okay guys, can we not be throwing around slurs in chat, please? Come on, guys. Come on, nothing. You're better than this. Sycamore mapping? Don't know him. Anyhow. Let's, you guys should be able to hear, tell me if you guys can hear this, by the way. You should be able to. Oh my god, it's Kirbyron 5919. I'm watching this on my fucking tablet. Oh shit.
Sweden?
Oh, we have an actually good Russia, thank God.
Care to explain?
Huh? Oh yeah, we both left the EU. Hate to say it, but we're no use for the EU anymore, Germany. If you were me, you'd understand why.
But the legacy of the EU?
We could have stayed united
together.
Oh no.
Germany. The EU is falling apart.
This is a pretty interesting,
it has been since the last few years.
alternate
And ever
futures.
since me and Finland formed the ACA, we've been able to drastically change our economies for the better. If you want to make the EU more functional, like my alliance, then change your ways. If I did it, then so should you.
Jesus. No need to rub it in his face.
What else can I say? I needed to make sure he got the message at least.
Nevertheless, ACA, I finished designing the currency. I call it the Polari.
The Polari.
That's from Super Mario Galaxy.
Shut up. Okay then.
Polari?
I got more things to announce.
That's from Mario Galaxy?
Do we all have to accept this new currency?
Hold on. What the fuck is a Polari? I've played Mario Galaxy several times. I've never heard the term Polari. Is it the purple coin? Are the purple coins called Polaris? But the flag? No, the flag is fire. The flag is fire. Don't give me that. I actually need to know. I wanna like, what the fuck is a? I can't look this up. My left wrist is done for the night. Like after I'm done watching this whole series, I'm literally gonna go to like bed or something and call it a night. My left wrist is done for now. Actually, does American even know if it's from? America has a Nintendo Soy Boy Soylent costume. Polari. I can't see it here, bro. Oh well, no one's. Everyone wants to watch, I assume, so I will keep playing. I'll
I'm
look
not
at it
sure
after.
if I want to lay off my ruble.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, did your new government even commit to staying with the ruble?
No. There weren't any talks on staying with the ruble or not. But I'll let the people vote. And whatever they choose, Polari or ruble, I'll accept whichever has the most amount of votes.
That's
Damn.
understandable. To any of those who choose to commit to the Polari, we'll all sign a treaty and declaration of it. And to those who don't want to, we'll create the Turku area.
This is a fucking DeWatt ass treaty, bro. This has DeWatt written all over it.
Finland?
What's up, Estonia?
I would have asked if I'd known sooner, but can I join the ACA?
How can you
Trust me,
tell
Estonia, I
how
would
can you
love
tell
to,
the
but
difference
it
between
really
NATO,
depends
the
on what
ACA, and the
others
European
say.
Union?
We know for a fact Sweden would never, but what does he know? I created this association, not him. I'll see what I can do, okay? It may be a month or so when I get back to you.
I can't tell the
Be
difference
patient.
between all of them.
Okay.
Norway.
Hello everyone. The reason why I called you in is because we have someone who wants to join us.
Estonia. Can Estonia into Nordic? Oh my god!
Bit of a stretchy Finland. Everyone would probably.
Can Estonia into Nordic? Please! Please!
I would say yes.
Are we?
Most of us understand why we can't let Estonia into anything.
Ha!
The only thing
He
I
said it!
see from her
No.
is how
She said
she's
it!
being bullied by us, especially Sweden, Denmark, and Iceland. I know there's a lot that Estonia can do for us. She knows how to work with advanced technology, and she very well wants to protect her own environment. So why put her down when she can do a lot of useful things? It's wrong to put her down in the first place. So that's why I think we should
Estonia
let
into
her in,
Nordic.
because she deserves to be in the ACA. And if Sweden doesn't like it, that's his loss.
Now you're talking. It's only fair to give her a chance.
See? That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's break the news to her.
Let's hope nothing bad happens.
Well, Estonia, me and the rest have come to a conclusion. You're in.
Sweden crash out?
Yes, you are.
Oh no! This was not given to a group vote. No! Oh fuck!
Is this meant to be a joke?
Oh god, it's Bakugo.
Sweden, listen, we've discussed this for a month. Should actually be pretty useful for the association. We didn't invite you to the discussion because you'd definitely flip out, but who am I to blame? I'm sorry.
Invite them anyways! Why would you?
Accept it? No. Estonia is nothing but a useless kid that knows nothing about this association. She is not Nordic, and she never will be.
We didn't invite her for that reason.
I
Bro
don't
takes
care.
the Reddit jokes too
She
seriously.
doesn't deserve to be here. And if you're not
Sweden's
going
a
to get rid of her,
redditor.
then I will.
Is it where? Is it what?
What
What?
are you doing? Have you genuinely gone mad?
Shut up, Finland! You pulled the wrong plug, and now she's gonna get it.
Actually
Shut up,
psychopathic.
Estonia. You're gonna die now because of joining the ACA.
Sweden, stop it now.
You don't even know who I am, Russia.
Sweden, I can't believe you're doing such a thing to her. We could have stood together, but now we can't, thanks to you.
What the fuck is Sweden on? Bro crashed out. Dude, kick him out, bro. How did a man ever get in the ACA with that attitude? Bro at the start of the episode was like, hey, yo, Germany, you should really change your ways with the EU. Like, it was like, sort of like, I don't know. Bro is psychopathic. Damn. Earth and Venus are talking about some very dramatic stuff. I think Kirbyron for. This is not. Oh my god! It's Summer Mapping Fest 2024. Oh wait. You're kidding. I watched chapter 4. Are you serious? No. I watched chapter 4 first. I watched chapter 4 first. Okay, well, let's watch the rest of the, let's watch the rest. This will be like some we'll see. It's where our story begins. Wait, is this 124 or 224? Nope. 1520. Okay, yep. Treat it like the Star Wars prequels, yeah, sure. Freeze frame. Yeah, I'm Sweden. You might be wondering how I got into this situation.
Goddamn Turkey and Hungary. They'll never learn, will they? Once you start playing with matches. How'd that saying go?
Are you still ranting about your NATO membership?
What else? They don't want me in, and I don't think they will let me in. They're the only ones keeping me out.
I could ask you about the same thing about your neutrality. The most likely reason is that they don't want to enrage Russia much longer than we have for the past 2 years.
Why aren't Russia and
You're
Ukraine
just
at
going
war?
to drift away from neutrality by joining us?
Does
That
Kirbyron
won't be
support the
excuse for
notion
it.
that what's happening in Ukraine is a military exercise?
Sorry, Sweden. See the
I'm
point
joking
in
about when I
here.
say that, by the way.
This line can function without you. No offense.
I guess you're right.
Damn!
Tell
This
me,
all happened because they
what
didn't let him
could
in
you do to
NATO?
help me?
I have my way, Sweden. I have better diplomatic relations with Hungary and Turkey. Plus, I border Russia, so what else could I do to protect myself?
You know what? Having Greenland is pointless. Greenland.
They'd never
I will
say
allow
that.
The people to decide what they want.
They never say that. They never say that. That's just a mapping cliche. No.
Seriously?
This is a very good
They
prequel.
Want to leave me? Greenland, where do you want to go?
America is where they want me to go.
What?
Oh, America, Greenland is yours. then.
Bro. No way. That's actually jokes.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks anyway.
This is a fucking Trump US. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hate your character, American, just because this is probably a Trump US.
Ouch.
I can't stop thinking about that.
Oh dear. Iceland. Are you okay, buddy?
I don't know. That eruption was violent. Oh dear. My people are dying from ash exposure.
That was a big one. I'm sending my rescue units to help evacuate your people.
I'm sending some too.
We'll send the rescued people to Britain in order to start with. America, do you think you can help us?
Of course I will. Employ my Coast Guard.
And you, Finland?
I would, but I need to keep an eye on Russia. I don't want this war in Ukraine to get worse than it already is.
Oh, fair enough.
Just keep them safe in a shelter. That's all I ask for.
I got an idea. Do you guys want to form a pact?
Oh my god.
NATO enough for all of us in Scandinavia? I don't think it's worth making another move.
No. Not that kind of alliance. A pact for us Arctic nations to protect wildlife and natural resources. A pact similar to the European Union, where we can share the same currency like the euro. I know we all contribute to the euro, but I think it's worth a change in our currencies.
I like where this is going. I'd rather wait if the European Union keeps declining and the peace in the continent restores to normal after the war in Ukraine.
So why does Sweden
And
hate
when will
Estonia
that
then?
be? I'd rather form one right now than wait. Sorry if I sound impatient, but I just want Europe to return to the way it is.
Finland, I know you're excited, but we must wait. But hopefully not for long. I'm sure everything will turn out for the better next time.
Russia, just
There's
die,
more
bro.
light than dark. Darkness can stop you because you're happy. Who knows what will happen in Europe? But I have high hopes for the future. Believe in your better self, Finland. You don't have to worry.
Wait. I see a buildup in Ukraine. I think it's about to go down.
Are we finally... Russia, can you...
Be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Astro Bunny, I wanted to see the rest. How dare you?
Also check out our Discord server and other social media in the description.
I remember doing them doing this this thing here. I remember that. This is a 10-minute one. $1 a month. Fuck, he probably has a more successful Patreon than I do. Shit. Oh, I like the angle. Honestly, that's a pretty decent angle. I'd tilt it a bit more than normal, but yeah.
Do you want to run me through on this thing one more time before we could execute it?
Of course, Commander. I was just
Did this man not... Holy fuck, did this man not stick to the script?
Time before we could execute it.
Oh wait,
All the steps
never
for
mind.
this counter-offensive are now ready. Now,
Never mind.
Crane, do you want to run me through on this thing one more time before we could execute it?
Of course, Commander. I was just about to start explaining it to you. Now, the objective and steps for this operation are straightforward. This plan alone is our last and only shot at any means of successfully turning this war around in our favor. Meaning, we must do whatever it takes to make sure this cannot fail.
I see. And by the way, you've described its picture. I'm going to guess you might have a good idea on what we could be potentially up against.
Affirmative, Commander.
Well, care to start explaining to me what the objective for Phase 1 is?
For Phase 1, it's
Oh
all
God.
about liberating the city of Dnipro. From what we have gathered in terms of our recent intelligence relation involving the city, is that they currently have the manpower advantage with an estimate of 600,000 enemy soldiers stationed and currently occupying Dnipro.
Oh wow,
Another
that's a
thing we
lot.
also managed to thankfully discover weeks earlier, according to our intelligence and local partisan militias sabotaging their efforts in the city, was that Russia was also creating a plan on initially launching a full-scale offensive up north towards our southern parts in the Kyiv Oblast. And by the looks of what they're planning to do, it seems like they're preparing to attempt to cut off our remaining forces and stations in the entire Oblast.
That is a lot of troops. But what we need to do in order to stop them from having the green light then?
I am so glad you've asked about that. From the amount of military aid we have been receiving from our Western partners lately, we do have an enormous stockpile of equipment and also firepower to dwindle down on our numbers, and perhaps if we're that successful, we can indeed eliminate the entire army. Now, based on how this will work, although, we might not have the manpower to take the city back. This step is to send your main forces to face the current Russian divisions head-on from the south, creating a diversion.
Diversion? Do you mean that we're going to try to encircle them?
Bingo. What a diversion of big.
Oh my God, it's an encirclement.
Small-scale divisions from the town of Lazova and the city of Kirbyron come in. Their goal is to sabotage and cut off the main supply line that comes from the city of Zaporizhzhia. If we take that city, this is where Russia's giant portion of the army will be wiped out.
I see where this is going now. What about Phase 2?
For Phase 2, if Phase 1 is successful, this is where the aerial bombing of Russia's fortifications that have been prolonging this deadly stalemate comes in. Our Lend-Lease American F-16s and B-2 Spirit stealth bombers will be playing a role, which will then lead towards our airdropping campaign.
Airdropping? To where?
To
Crimea? Oh, okay.
Crimea? But it's risky. Shit could go down south very quickly. What are we planning to do down there in Crimea?
We're gonna take it back.
Crimea alone, the objective for this part is to commence the dropping of a combined force of paratrooper and armored divisions and special forces units to take and seize the city of Kursk.
I better get very detailed war slot. Oh wait, no, American worked on these war slots. You know
West on the outskirts of the city and its surrounding areas, and hold out long enough so our special forces units can explode the Kursk bridge, eventually severing any connection for any Russian forces stationed in Crimea, preventing them with no possible ways of escaping. Once your units in Crimea are well mobilized after the destruction of the bridge, begin moving west to capture as much land as you can.
Ukraine, yeah, no, Ukraine is winning this 100%. We already know he wins, but yeah.
Could be a potential threat to the group operating in Crimea?
Unlikely, considering our constant missile and drone strikes have destroyed most of their fleet in the Black Sea, as well as their air defense systems in the area.
Well, if that's the case, that only increases our chances of success. What about Phase 3?
For Phase 3, it's the main counteroffensive, the liberation of our country. This main offensive will be operated and collaborated upon 4 army groups. The names for these groups, including the first being codenamed Army Group Kherson, will be tasked with blocking and pushing down south towards Crimea.
We are 5 minutes in.
The second group is
half of the episode is explaining.
Tasked with pushing to liberate the city of Melita.
I don't think we need this much of it. This much explaining. I'm sorry.
Will be tasked in capturing Mariupol, and finally, the last group, codenamed Army Group East, is
Ukraine, you're taking too long. Just fucking invade them, bro.
Donetsk and Luhansk, and ultimately forcing those separatists in the area to capitulate.
Sounds simple enough, considering we are already amazing more soldiers of our current position. So, Mr. President, what about Phase 4?
Holy fuck!
Let's just say, how about taking things a step further to the homeland?
Bros, fuck. This.
You don't mean we're going to be invading them?
Correct. Especially if that means it can force the Russians.
Oh my god, it's the homeland. He said the thing from the one episode.
If they're not, we can perhaps further embarrass Russia, turning the war against the main government.
Wow, I wonder what happens.
If that means we'll give Putin a taste of his own medicine after what he has done to our people all these years, sign me up.
I think you could have integrated this much better with the dialogue.
You know what to do.
You could have revealed this plan as Ukraine was doing it.
Thank you, Mr. President. But I am concerned at least about one thing.
What's that, Commander?
What's this?
What happens if this operation fails?
He dies!
This will mean that the future of our country, the future of our children, including all of our major cities, will be in grave danger by the monsters that have oppressed us for hundreds of years. Our freedom, culture, identity, our very way of life will be at risk. Our lives will be decided by this monster. Commander, I know I might be saying this in a soft tone, but I wish you and our soldiers the best of luck in all of this. Do whatever it takes to stop those Russian demons. The future of Ukraine is in your hands. Now, commence Operation Comeback at once.
Operation Comeback? That's the best you had? That's the best you could come up with?
Shall be done.
6 minutes for Americans' war slides.
That's it.
American, if those are your war slides, those are fire. What? Are those actually your war slides?
This can't be happening.
Holy fuck!
Could you not say
Yeah, I think those are his war
You
slides.
brought this upon yourself.
Those are fire, bro.
For that, indeed, you have to realize you're not going to make it out alive if you use your warheads. Use your fucking warheads. I dare you.
Ah, you don't give me choice. Let's see how you feel when Kyiv burns to ground. Now, die.
Bro thinks he's Russian. Oh no.
Hey! Shoigu! Gerasimov! You haven't forgotten about my ammunition, have you?
The Wagner
Wagner?
group?
I should have known.
Only one more stop. There's no going back. In this close. Russia, surrender. Or I'm going for Moscow.
Where are my bullets?
If you're not saying anything, then Moscow it is. Farewell.
No, no, Ukraine, please, wait. You don't have to do this. We can work this out, I swear. Just let me have a chance to fix mistakes. Don't do it. Yeah.
Bro thinks he's your world Russia. Bro thinks he's your world Russia. But he's not.
Imbecile! You doomed us all!
I tried everything I could do to save us. Now that Ukraine won, and this has become irreversible.
You know what? If New Russia needs a party, then I volunteer myself to take over.
Oh, fuck you.
No, you don't. You think you're going to reunite the USSR and start another Cold War with the US? I will not stand for it.
Oh god. No. No, not...
You
not
all
the...
can suck it. It's my turn.
No one is going to take over. If someone wants to take control, it will be me on my terms.
Damn. Bro just caused a whole civil war.
Be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to never miss out any new content. Also check out our Discord server and other social media in the description.
Bye. Those are yours? Those are fire war slides, my guy. That war could have been like 5 or 6 minutes if he worked the dialogue out better. If he incorporated it better with the war.
You imbecile! You doomed us all!
I just watched this,
I
no.
tried everything I could do to save us.
Well, he's giving context for the SMF people.
And this has become irreversible.
On my terms.
Bam!
What just happened?
Hi!
It's us, the Russian opposition. We're working alongside the war. Now Russia is gone. We would like to sue for peace.
Yay!
For real? Is this true?
Da.
Ah, finally. So, how are we going to negotiate?
The originally was supposed to be an animated teaser for episode 2, but for whatever reason, Kirby decided to integrate the entire script into it. I mean, I can see that, but like he should have integrated those bits into the actual war itself, because I do think the war in and of itself would have been a little bit short, I think, which is probably why he did it. Here we go. Another Dawat Treaty. Previously occupied territory will be returned to Ukraine. Will gain to... Sir? The free territory of Wagner. Okay. True.
Thank heavens he's gone. Now everything can finally return to peace after 5 years, and my people can return to their beloved homes and families.
Good for you, Ukraine. Good for you.
I've never seen so much strength and determination within you. By far, that is the most impressive comeback I've ever seen. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, I am. And I'm glad everything turned out just the way I wanted it. I have Crimea, Luhansk, and Donetsk all back in my hands, right where they belong. Above all, it's finally over.
So, are you ready to join NATO and the European Union?
Yes.
Not yet.
Oh.
Besides, I just finished fighting a war with a superpower, and I need at least a 10-year recovery. All my beautiful cities need to be built. But I'll be able to join the EU now. If I'm in, there's a higher chance I could recover faster, and at least get help from the UN.
Understandable. And we'll
No, he doesn't join NATO.
We haven't had a new member in such a long time, so in this case, welcome.
Why do I have so many Discord pings?
Ukraine, what have you done to Russia?
Oh, I just eliminated all those parties and replaced them with the opposition working alongside me during the war. He's not the Russia he used to be anymore. All it took was my great offensive. He collapsed entirely and now suffered a coup.
You didn't. You couldn't have.
Oh, I did. And don't even think about invading it right now. Because... you'll know why.
What does that even mean?
What? Yeah, true.
Oh.
Oh.
It means my people.
Enough is enough, Belarus. It's time we free ourselves from your dictatorship. We all deserve better.
Over my dead body.
You're cooked.
Screw all of you. You'll regret the day you kill me.
Bro folded under zero pressure.
Just as I predicted.
Ukraine? Korean mapping?
So, Karelia, it's been about a year. How do you feel about your independence?
Pretty strange. I'm not used to being myself as a country.
So why does Sweden hate Estonia?
How would I even begin? What do my people need? How do I function myself?
How do I function myself? That's so true.
Could I even succeed? How do I...
Alright. We get the point.
I got carried away, sorry. It's just all new to me.
Hey, Finland? About this proposed pact of yours. I feel like this can significantly boost our economies. Based on what you've said, protecting wildlife and natural resources is essential.
And also killing Estonia.
See? That's what I'm trying to say. Now we can form a currency of our own. Now you're getting the picture.
still unsure about this, Finland. Germany might not like what you're doing.
He can screw off. Nevertheless, let's do this. Does anyone want to join?
Let's go.
No way! I have to get my hands on this pact.
Where's it go? This is just Sweden? Oh, just those guys. So why does Sweden hate Estonia again?
Does anyone want to join?
No way! I have to get my hands on this pact.
How could I refuse? Count me in.
Me too.
You three are in. Okay, who else do we have? Oh, hey Canada. Do you have an interest in joining?
I'm willing to. But what's the lads about?
It's relatively simple. We just improve our geographical beauty by protecting wildlife and natural resources. And who knows what else.
Oh, I'd love to join.
Great, you're in.
So, what's first on the list?
Currency.
Damn.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to
Astro
subscribe
Bunny,
to the
I have a
channel
question
and
for
leave
you.
a
Why
like to
does Sweden hate Estonia so much? Bro crashed out under zero pressure, bro. Hasn't provided a reason for why Sweden hates her. Bro crashed out under zero pressure. Is Scandinavia episode 5 like happening still? Or is it out yet? No, it's not out yet, is it? Wait. Oh, that was chapter 14. Bro folded under zero pressure. Gotta finish the war slides for episode 5. Fair. Alright guys. I think this is it for the stream. I am low-key pretty tired. There's only 5 people here. That's crazy. I think I'm done as well, not gonna lie. Okay. So for next Friday, right? For next Friday, we're going to what was I in the next Friday? Next Friday we'll probably be working on the war slides. And I will probably be back down at uni, so there might be a little bit of a different setup, but I'll still hopefully be doing these streams semi-regularly. I'm hoping to add more segments like this, potentially, to these streams, so. Yeah, no. That's all for me, man. Bad nights? Wow, you're so mean. How far along? Chapter 40, the storyboard is still being worked on for Chapter 40. I'm working on Viewer Wars right now, so I'm not going to be working on Chapter 40 for a little bit. That's the takeaway. Anyhow, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. You should go to bed too. Good night, folks.